And now our back to school coverage continues, new at 6:30. And joining me live in studio is Congressman Jim Langevin. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me on.
We're so glad to have you. All this week, you've actually been going back to school on a listening tour that focuses on higher education. So tell us a little more about it.
Right. So during this week, I've been focusing on the colleges and universities in the 2nd Congressional District. Our colleges and universities are great economic drivers in our state, and I wanted to really understand what their challenges are and what they're doing to educate our young people so that we're preparing them for successful and bright futures when they graduate.
Now, today was Providence College and Johnson & Wales University. I assume students are back on campus at this point. So what were you hearing from some of them?
They're not quite back on campus yet.
Okay.
They're getting ready for them, but we do had at each of the locations, each at Providence College and at Johnson & Wales, we had a student representative taking me around the campus. I wanted to kind of get a tour from the students' perspective when they're coming back to school, as they're getting acclimated and getting introduced to the college environment. So it was fun to interact with the student that took us around. But we also had people from the administration there as well. So give me an opportunity to hear what they're doing to prepare our young people for the challenges that they'll face in the academic rigor, but also being prepared for when they graduate.
Any specific feedback there that you really recall hearing from them?
Well, obviously they love the campus environment at both places, and the challenge is how do we ensure that our students are getting the right education, the right tools. The colleges and universities are great incubators for the next generation of workers, as well as the next generation of entrepreneurs. So the challenge that we face, of course, is that I think there's a lot of times is a disconnect between what colleges and universities are teaching and what the real world needs of the business community are, the people that are hiring. One of the great visits we had, of course, also was at New England Tech. I co-chair the Career and Technical Education Caucus in the Congress, and there's a real need in our state for people with career and tech skills because there are jobs available, and as we're struggling still to see our economy recover, we found that there's still this huge skills gap both in Rhode Island, but it's something that's occurring across the country where there are jobs available but not the right skills that people have right now. And that's one of the things that our colleges and universities are challenged with doing, is filling that skills gap. And
yeah, really connecting the college to what the workforce needs and making sure students are getting an education in what they can actually use versus something that's no longer needed. Exactly.
And so I have an educational advisory committee, and that's going to help me to make sure that we're understanding what the challenges are in education right now. And I will also foster an environment of collaboration among educators, so that they're interacting together, but also making sure that, again, they're teaching the right skills so that our young people have the best possible future ahead, and that we keep our young people here in the state. That's always one of the things that breaks my heart, and I find it so frustrating that even once our kids are educated, and then a lot of times they leave, and it's a lot of times because they may not be able to find the jobs that they need that are going to be good paying. So I know we're making progress in this area, but we still have work ahead, and I want to do everything I can to make sure that from a policy perspective that Congress is providing the right resources and that we're making sure that the right things are happening so that we're doing the right thing for our young people to make sure that they can succeed.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck on your college tours, and we certainly appreciate you being in studio with us, Congressman Jim Langevin. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And check out WPRI.com for vital resources to help you get ready for back to school, including an interactive calendar highlighting all key dates in your district, including the first day of school and all vacations. And our back to school coverage continues all week long on Eyewitness News this morning and here on Eyewitness News at 6:30.